Hello guys, this is Igcse and welcome to the Igcse tutorial. Today we are going to go through May-June 2021, paper 2-1. We're going to start with database, which is task 6. Pardon me, task 3, database. You are now going to prepare some reports. Dates are to be imported in the format of day, month, year. Using a suitable database package, import the file J2121 athlete.csv. Use these field names and data types. I'll be using Access for this tutorial and I'm using Office 365, but you can still follow along if you're using another version of Office. So I'll just open Access here, then create a new database. So here I've got a blank database. So I'm going to import this file. So use a suitable database package, import the file J2121 athlete. It's a CSV file. So the first step is click on external data, click on new data source, from file, then choose text file. Now, if you're using a different version of Office, it might be slightly different, but not that different, but just slightly different from Office 365. So for Office 365, I'll do that again. External data, new data source, from file, then click on text file. Click on browse. Then at this point, you're going to browse to wherever your support files are. So my support files are in documents. There's a folder called Igcse. So this is June 2021, paper 2-1. So we're importing athlete.csv, which is this one. Click on it, click on open, and click OK. So here, your data seems to be in a delimited format. If it isn't, choose the format that more correctly describes your data. So if you look at my data here, it is separated by commas. And the first option says delimited characters such as commas or tabs separate each field. Yes, that's correct. So you don't want to change anything if it's a CSV file. You don't want to change anything here. So let's just go next. Then here, always remember to tick first row contains field names. Go next. Now let's check our data types. Again, I'll refer to the past paper. So this paper said, so last name, first name should be short text. Then athlete should be number or integer. So first name, last name, athlete. I'll just change this to integer. Nationality should be short text. Year of birth should be number and gender should be text. Okay, that's that done. and click OK. Let's go next. Click on choose my own primary key. So which one is given as a primary key? Let's check. Set the athlete ID field as a primary key. So you can see that here. Athlete ID is my primary key. Let's go next and click on finish. Close. And here's our table. So, okay. This part is done. Now we're going to import this file, j21 events.csv. Let's go back. Again, should be external data, new data source from text file because it's a CSV file. It's a generic file. Browse. And we want events. Click OK. Same process. Leave the first window as it is. Go next. Tick on first row contains field names. Go next. Click on advanced. Let's check if we've been given data types. Yes, we have. The first three should be text, and the next one should be date, and the next five should be number or integer. So let's do that. So the first three, text, date with time, that's correct. And these, I'll just set them to integer. Excuse me. Then weight suit is Boolean. Which is yes or no. So Boolean, guys, if they say Boolean, they mean yes or no. In Access, it's going to give you yes or no option. Then this is okay as short text. So click OK. Let's go next. Choose my own primary key. Which field are we going to use as our primary key? Event ID. So event ID is going to be our primary key. So you can see here. Next, finish. So if you import your table correctly, you shouldn't have another duplicate table that says import errors. Let's proceed. Import the file j2121 results.csv as a new table in your database. Use these field names and data types. So let's quickly do that again. So let's import results, new data source from file, text file, browse. We want results this time. Click OK. Click OK. Go next. Tick first row contains field names. Go next. Click on advanced. Let's check. So the first one is text, then number, and then date with time for the next 5. Okay, and click OK. Let's go next. Choose my own primary key. Okay, do not set a primary key. So leave it as it is. No primary key. So let's go next and finish. Close. And we have our results table. Continue. Save the data. Place in your evidence document screenshots showing the primary keys, field names, and data types used in all 3 tables. So for that, guys, simply go to your support files. Open the evidence document. So what we want is I want evidence showing the primary keys, the field names, and the data types. So to do that, guys, open your database and then just double click on each table. So for this table, let's go to design view. So to go to design view, guys, you need to be in the home tab. Then you're going to see this icon that looks like a ruler. Yes, when you click on it, it will take you to design view. Or if you click on this arrow, and there'll be a drop down menu. So click on design view. So you want a snip of this. So just do Windows key plus print screen on my keyboard like this, or you can come here and search for snip. Click on snip tool. Then you can do new snip. Then you're going to snip this part of the database. And then you're going to head over to your snip tool, click copy here, minimize it because we need it again. So that's your evidence. This is evidence 4. So evidence 4 here. Just paste. Then we'll do the same for the other 2 tables. Just double click to open. Then let's go to design view. Again, The snip is already open, so just open it like this and click on new. Again, you can do the same thing. Just snip the field names and the data types, and click on the snip to copy, then head back to the evidence document and paste. Okay, so we have this evidence here. We just do text wrap tight so that we can be able to rearrange things. Okay, so just take this here. I'll go back to my database. Close this, open the last table, go to design view, and take a snip, new, then again, take a snip, then you copy, minimize, again, paste it, and resize it a bit. Yeah, so that's done. And create a one-to-many relationship as links between the athlete ID field in the athlete table and the athlete ID field in the results table. So we're dealing with athlete table and results table. So to do that, you go back to the database software, close this table, then go to database tools here, then click on relationships. You're going to see tables here to the right hand side, but if for some reason you can't see the tables and yours is like this, just right click on any blank area and click on show tables, and this is going to pop up. Double click on each table to open them. So the very first, and make your tables bigger so that you can see all the fields. So the first one that I want is athlete and results. Said athlete ID here, click on it. If we go back to the question, it says athlete ID field in the athletes table and athlete ID field in the results table. So this is the athlete table, and this is the athlete ID field, and this is the results. This is the athlete ID field. So click on the athlete ID field, then click, hold, and drag it across, and make sure it points at the athlete ID field in the athletes table, and release. You can see here it's a one-to-many relationship, and you can enforce referential integrity and click on create. Okay, if this fails, just untick this and click create. Okay, that's done. Create a one-to-many relationship as links between the event ID field in the events table and the event ID field in the results table. So here we want the events table and the results table. Event ID is a field to create a relationship for. So event ID, drag, point that event ID here, release, and I'll try to enforce. Yeah. Right. Yeah, evidence 5, placing your evidence document, screenshot showing the type of relationship between the three tables. Okay. To do that, then just snip, new, and let's snip this. Now, the better way to do it is to open these as well so that you show the type of relationships. Maybe just for this one. Copy, go to evidence document, evidence 5, and then paste your evidence. Yeah, make sure it's big enough for the examiner to see. Next, enter the following details as a new record in the athlete table. So I have the privilege to copy and paste because it's a soft copy document. Unfortunately, you guys during your exams, you have to type this out. So I'll just copy that. So I know the last name is Lee, the first name is Sophia. I'll just go ahead and this should go in the athletes table. Okay. So enter the following details as a new record in the athlete table. So right click, let's close this. Right click on the relationship and save it and close. Then let's open the athlete table. Let's go all the way down till we reach the last records. So the last name is Lee. First name is Sophia. Let's check. And the athlete ID, I copied it. Copy it. The nationality is NZL. And year of birth is 1982. In 82. Gender is female. So gender is female. Okay, save this. Right click, save, close. That's done. In the results table, locate the record with the athlete ID. So this is the athlete ID. 15318. And event rank MX 321085. So this is in the results table. So let's go into the results table. Open the results table. And what you want to hit on the keyboard is Control plus F to find. So we want to find this athlete ID 15318. So look in current field, no, change this to current document, then find next. Okay, so seems like we found the record. So we should have this athlete ID and MX32 1085 for event ID. So let's check event ID. So this should be MX321085. So that's not the one. Let's go find next. Yeah, we found this one. So we're going to amend this record as follows. Swim. So I'll just copy this. Okay, save this. Close. Next. Using fields from all tables, produce a tabular report that selects the records where location includes the text ham, nationality is AUS or NZL. Outcome is complete. Shows only the fields. So for these guys, we're going to create a query first. So go to create, query wizard, simple query. Now here, which fields do we need? We need first name, last name, year of birth, nationality. So we need first name, last name, year of birth, nationality, location, outcome, and position. Location, outcome, and position. Okay, let's go next now. Next, finish. Then let's go home. Let's go to design view of the query. This is our query, guys. So select the records where location includes the text ham. So now this is a wildcard. So to do that, so the location should include at least the text ham. So let's go to location. In the criteria row here, guys, click on under location. You can see the field name here is location. So just put an asterisk, then type ham, then add another asterisk, then hit enter. That's done. Then nationality is AUS or NZL. I'll just copy this, but for you guys, you need to type. So nationality, hit enter. Then outcome is complete. Again, I'll just copy this, but you guys need to type. Paste, enter, run the query. So we now have only 30 records. Save this query, close it, and then let's now create a report. Create a report, you need to go to create, report wizard, select the query, take all the fields. So if I go back, you can see that it was set to athlete table when I first created on the create report wizard. So you need to make sure you change this to the query that you just created. Then take all the fields, go next. How do you want to view your data? First name, last name, year of birth, nationality, location, outcomes, and position. Yes. Let's go next. You want to add any groupings? Excuse me. The question says do not group the data. So we want to do that. Let's go next. Is there any sort? Let's check. Sort the data into ascending order of nationality and ascending order of position. So nationality and position. Okay, let's go back. Might have missed something here. And so and back. Let's cancel this. Let's open the query. Sort nationality, ascending, and position. And let's save the query. Now we can create our report. Choose a query. Check everything. Let's go next. 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 So portrait orientation. So next. Finish. So you just need to resize everything here. Design view. But I'll change the view to layout view. Control, hold control, and resize your fields accordingly. Size them. Just make sure everything is visible. Okay. So this is done. Includes only the text ocean results as a title. So I'll copy this. Remember, I'm working in layout view. That's why I'm able to edit. As your name, center number, and candidate number on the report. Save and print your report. So guys, for that, we need to go into design view. Make sure you're in page footer and not report footer. So let's go to report design, add a label. This is a label. In the page footer. And add your name. Center number. And candidate number. Let's go back to report view. And you can see that my name is there, but it's not that visible. So let's go to design view. I'll just remove this date because it's not required. I'll make this a little bit bigger. Now let's go back to report view. So there is my name, center number, and candidate number. Then to print, guys, just go to file and print. Check the print preview. There is my report, and it has my name, center number, and candidate number on both pages. You can see that. So let's see. On a single page, it says on a single page, so we need to resize things here. So let's go to layout view. To design view. Location. Outcomes. Okay. Back to design view. So now again, try file, print preview. And you can see that there's only one page, 1 of 1. So now my report is good to go. So save your report, print your report, and you're done with the first part. So guys, I'm going to record a part 2 later on, but for now we end here. So I'm going to post a part 2 a few days from now. So if you like this video, if you learned something, subscribe to my channel and comment below if you need any help, and like the video. Thank you.